Hi, I'm Marshall Tilden with The Wine Enthusiast. Today, we're going to go over how to properly and safely open a bottle of sparkling wine. So the first thing you want to do with any sparkling wine is make sure that it's properly chilled. There's a lot of pressure in these champagne and sparkling wine bottles, and chilling it will help reduce that pressure. So once you're chilled, the next thing is you want to remove the foil. And there's usually a nice little flap here that lets you start that process to remove the foil, and it's usually perforated, nice and easy. So the next thing is we need to loosen the cage. So when we loosen the cage, you want to twist it just a few times, maybe 4, 5, 6. And once you do, you really got to keep your finger over that bottle, over that cork, because there's pressure there. And by loosening the cage, that cork can fly out at any time. So now you want to hold it at an angle with your hand over the cork. And the angle is because the pressure now can hit this part of the bottle instead of directly at the cork. Okay, so the trick for opening these bottles of sparkling wine is you really want to turn the bottle. Okay, so you're holding the cork in place at this 45-degree angle, and you're going to turn it. Might be a little tight in the beginning, and then once you get it going, you can go one direction, both directions, doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that you're doing nice and slowly, and you can feel it loosening up. You always want to keep the cage on too, real important. Once you feel like it's about to pop, just make sure that your hand's still over that cork, and voila. It's that nice little sound instead of that giant explosion where the cork and half the bottle might flow off like those very cool savoring videos out there. And now that it's open, it's ready to enjoy. So now that our bottle of champagne is open, how are we going to maximize the enjoyment here? Well, in terms of stemware, the traditional stem is the flute, right? There's different styles of the flute, and they're very festive, great for toasting. They can be a little bit limiting in terms of the aromas and flavors and all of them being opened in the glass. So there's also the option to use a white wine or even a universal glass. So here we have our Zen universal glass. And also when pouring, you really want to hold this at a 45-degree angle, just like when you're holding the bottle and opening it, as it allows for the foam not to get too high on the glass. Still allows for those nice bubbles to show, allows for the mousse, and really allows those aromas and complexities to pop out of the glass. But the choice is yours. Both are acceptable. Personally, with a nice bottle of Grand Cru champagne like this, I'll go with the universal glass. Salud. Enjoy.